Welcome back, folks. Today we're going to dive deep into the ending of The Glory Part 2, the latest installment in the popular Netflix show. The Glory on Netflix is a scorching revenge thriller that centers on the life of Moon Dong-yeon, a victim of school bullying, who seeks revenge on her bullies years later after taking a job as the teacher at the same elementary school where she was once bullied, and where the perpetrator's child now studies. Song Hye-kyo's Dong-yeon, who never seems to lose her humanity while giving her entire life to accomplish justice, is unpredictable, which keeps viewers hooked on the plot. The Glory succeeds in executing the slow-burn K-drama trope to perfection in addition to the thriller plot, making it a new fave for viewers to binge on. Major spoilers ahead if you haven't seen the Part 2 yet. Dong-yeon starts to wreck Yeonjin's life by damaging her reputation online and pressuring Do-yeon to publicly split her. Fans will recall that Dong-yeon told him the truth about his wife and her wounds in The Glory. She also disclosed that their daughter is Jae-jun's, which made things worse. He steals Yeonjin's pride and joy while supporting Dong-yeon, helping to ruin her image. When it is disclosed that Yeonjin killed Sohee and Myongo in The Glory Part 2, that is the blade that killed her. Yeonjin had misled the people regarding Sohee's death. Dong-yeon creates the conditions for the discovery of Myongo's body. She and Yeonjong discover it, at the abandoned funeral house where the corrupt detective was keeping it. Fans will recall that Yeonjong discovered Yeonjin had murdered Myongo at Jae-jun's shop using a pricey liquor container. He removed skin from the foot wound he caused her during the fight, while she was under anesthesia for a procedure. In order to prevent the thugs from dumping Myongo's corpse, Dong-yeon planted the evidence on Myongo. Yeonjin was apprehended after being linked to Myongo's murder and the site of the crime by a lighter from Sohee's case. Sura's existence was also being destroyed. Dong-yeon put up a trap to induce her to use drugs once more at her family's church. Fans learned that her family was involved in tax evasion because it was live-streamed. Sora, however, is incensed by Hae-jong's behavior at Myongo's funeral and stabs her in the neck with a pen. Sara's family is taken into custody. Hae-jong feels mistreated and ashamed by them. She agrees to meddle with Jae-jun's eye medication after Dong-yeon lures her. Jae-jun ends up wrecking his vehicle as a result. At a construction site, he is pushed to his death into cement by someone who is probably Do-yeon. Fans of the Korean vengeance drama were aware that Yeonjong sympathized with Dong-yeon's suffering from the outset. While attempting to assist him, a murderer killed his father. Yeonjong and his mother yearned for retribution, but were unable to get it. Although Dong-yeon was aware of her father, she only discovered the killer's messages to him in The Glory Part 2. Dong-yeon intended to commit suicide after their plans for retaliation were carried out effectively. Mother Yeonjong stops her. She reveals to Dong-yeon that she obtained all of her knowledge from Sohee's mother and gave her son permission to assist her. She begs Dong-yeon to assist him because she wants to deliver his kid from his hell. For a while, Dong-yeon vanishes to gather intelligence. When Go Peace moves, she unexpectedly returns while Yeonjong is missing her. She inquires about his desire for training in retaliation and her first target. She will carry out his punishment this time. Fans got what they desired in The Glory Part 2 finale as Dong-yeon and Yeonjong shared their first kiss. They start executing their plan of retaliation against the murderer Yeonjin. Dong-yeon has gone back to school to pursue a degree in design while they are cohabitating happily. She is tutoring a student whose father works as a corrections officer, and she has a meticulous strategy. Fans are aware that Yeonjong attempted to work at the same jail as the murderer. However, he was turned down because they are not permitted to employ inmates' victims. When Dong-yeon learns that a prisoner might be moved to another facility, she discovers a weakness. Before his transfer, Yeonjin was assaulted and tortured in custody. But the conclusion of The Glory Part 2 showed that Dong-yeon had offered to run a debate program at a different prison. Yeonjong had started working there in the meantime, serving as a medic for the prisoners. A flashback starts as Yeonjin is brought to that same jail. He had a Yeonjong visit in the other prison, but Yeonjin was sure he would be protected. Yeonjong took a promise and is a doctor, after all. However, he insists that the pledge only applies when he is saving, rather than murdering people. If they ever cross paths again, he issues a final caution to watch out for his food, the people seated next to him, and everything else. Yeonjin learns that Yeonjong is the prison doctor in The Glory Part 2 finale and vows to exact vengeance. Dong-yeon bids Sohee her last farewell. She and Dong-yeon enter the prison together in the season's final scene.